to have a great relationship, because usually when you trust someone or you feel comfortable around someone, you tend to work better and you tend to reach goals.
Having a great relationship with your student is important in Team Read because it's a lot easier to get them to open up and ask for help and for you to help them.
Having a great relationship is basically talking. If you guys don't have a good relationship, you guys aren't going to work well together. Today we're going to talk about student behavior, which is really important in Team Read. Developing a great relationship is not always easy. Some students arrive at Team Read tired. Some students are frustrated by their reading. Some students are embarrassed to read because they don't want you to hear them make mistakes. Some students speak a different language at home. Some students are very shy. Some students just want to play. In this video, we'll discuss strategies you can use to have a great relationship with your student. Be prepared. When you're prepared, your student will see that your Team Read time is valuable and you take your job as a coach very seriously. Arrive at Team Read 5 minutes early. Set out your Power Reader Journal, your laminated reading guide, your nameplates, and any other materials you need. Choose a book ahead of time that your student is likely to try reading. Figure out which questions from your reading guide you will ask before, during, and after reading. Focus on your student. Show him that his reading is important to you. Smile at your student. Sit next to your student, shoulder to shoulder. Sit away from other tutoring pairs so you're not distracted. Don't talk to your friends during the tutoring sessions. Focus on your student. Be positive and energetic. You're excited to be reading together.
Get to know your student. Ask about your student's interests. Ask about hobbies and favorite TV shows. Get to know your student as an individual first and a student second. Tell your student where you went to elementary school. Tell your student what you like about school. Tell your student what you like about reading. Learn about your student as a reader too. What books does your student like? What subjects are interesting? What does your student like best about Team Read? Does your student read at home? Tell your student about the books you love and why reading is important to you. The more you know about each other, the more your student will appreciate the effort you make. When your student sees that reading is a priority for you, reading will become more important for your student. In the Power Reader Journal, there is an entire section devoted to getting to know your student. Complete this section on your first day as a tutoring pair. Explain why Team Read is important.
Team Read is important because it helps struggling students have a chance to succeed.
It's important to be at Team Read because reading is a part of everyday life. You don't even realize that you're reading, but you read a lot.
Team Read is important because it helps kids just care more about reading. The skills that you learn at Team Read, they translate to more than just reading books.
Team Read helps students become better readers so that they can do well in school and be successful in life. Ask your student what he wants to be when he grows up. Talk about how reading is important in every job. Ask your student what kind of books she wants to read. Make a plan with your student to read those books successfully. Ask your student how he feels when he reads. If he has trouble explaining it, you could draw a smiling happy face or a frowning face and ask which one he feels like when he reads. Talk about those feelings. For a lot of emerging readers, reading is scary, boring, or frustrating. Share with your student something you struggled to learn and how you kept trying until you learned it. Talk about why you love to read and why reading is important in your life.
When it's time to work, use your work voice. We all have two ways of speaking, the casual voice we use with friends and family, and the work voice we use when it's time to get down to business. Practice using your work voice at home or with other tutors. When you get to Team Read, be prepared to use both voices as needed. Casual voice.
Hi, Simra. Why don't you sit down? How was your day?
Good.
Good.
Work voice.
Okay, Johnny, I need you to clean up your snack now so we can get started on vocabulary.
Be firm. Establish your authority. You are there to support your student, but you are also the one in charge. Set clear goals. In your Power Reader journal, there is an entire page devoted to setting goals. If you are working with a reluctant reader, you may need to set goals on a smaller scale as well. Write out a short list of goals for the day. Here are some examples. Read 5 pages in a row, try one nonfiction book, sit in the chair for 5 minutes straight. When your student achieves these smaller goals, make sure you acknowledge their work. You can reward your student with a sticker or a high five. Students can also fill out spaces on the reading quest map in the Power Reader journal when they do a great job. Ask for help. Site coordinators and site assistants are there to help you with your student. Don't be afraid to ask for advice and ideas. Everybody needs help sometimes, and we want you to ask for help. Adults at your site may have helpful information about your student. They can recommend strategies to encourage reading, and they can talk to your student if needed. Encourage your student. Tell your student when he or she is doing a great job with reading. Explain why it is good work so the student can continue to do this on his own. Same goes for behavior. When your student cooperates, is respectful, tries hard, listens to directions, keeps trying even when he is tired, asks questions when he doesn't understand something, give him lots of praise. Help your student to understand the kind of behavior you expect in Team Read and celebrate all the hard work. Reflect on your own relationship with your student. Am I prepared for every session? Do I take time to listen to my student? Do I ask my student about his day? Do I know my student's hobbies and interests? Do I take time to laugh with my student? Does my student understand why reading is important? Does my student understand the rules and expectations of Team Read? Do I use a stern working voice when needed? Do I have daily checklists of expectations? Do I ask for help when I need it? Do I praise my student? Do I share this praise with my student's family and teacher? Choose a strategy to help improve your relationship. And remember, building a relationship takes time and a lot of trust, so be patient with your student. Thank you so much for everything you do for Team Read and your student reader.